Everybody, I made a video a little while ago about Bear Creek Park and toured the picnic areas. Today I want to go through the soccer and baseball areas here at the park so that you can see what the soccer and baseball areas look like. Off to the left and to the right are a lot of the soccer fields here in the park. And there's a lot of picnic tables with barbecue pits around them. There is a walking trail that goes around this whole area over here, all the way to the back tree line. A lot of people come out here and walk around the walking trail. It was a little over 2 miles long when I walked it a few months ago. And they have a lot of trees in the area too, with picnic tables in between the soccer fields. I tell you, on the weekends during the spring and fall, even during the summer, this whole area is packed. There's cars that park in the parking lot. There's cars that park along the street right here. It's just completely packed. They do have a restroom on this end, and I think there's also snacks and stuff that they sell there. I'm not sure. It looks like they do snacks there too. This area is real popular with soccer, and so there's just a ton of soccer fields here in this area. A lot of parking, and people do come out, like this person here, coming out walking their pets and stuff. And then we start coming up on the baseball, softball areas. And little league teams come out here and play during this Little League season. I will come back and go down this road here in a minute. This is another entrance to Pavilions 7 and 8, which are two of the larger pavilions that I showed you in the last video. I'll come back and go down this road here in a minute. Like I said, they've got several of the softball and baseball diamonds here, along with concessions and restrooms in the middle. Picnic tables with barbecue pits. And you can use the barbecue pits and picnic tables without having to be here for the soccer or softball or baseball games. Some nice big open areas if you want to have something for, you know, an area for a family get together or a family reunion, big bounce house type of thing, whatever it is that you've got going on. Just over here to the left in the back is, wait for these cars to pass. I'll try to zoom in so that you can see. There in the back, they have horseshoes that you can play, and I think they have some horseshoe competitions that go on here as well. They've got tennis courts right here that are lighted up. Some workout stuff. Spot when you're doing your walking, you can stop and do some other stuff, some arm strengthening things as well. And here off to the right, this is their little zoo area. They keep animals in here. They're probably trying to stay warm. Right now it's 41 degrees outside and is pretty cold outside. I do see a donkey in the covered area. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's a donkey in there. They tell you not to feed the animals. I'll do some more videoing of the animal area up here. They have a small gazebo here, a playground, some more picnic areas. They do have a restroom right here. So they do have some competitions here for the horseshoes. Another little covered area to eat in with picnic tables. This is the other side of the tennis courts. more of the animals are out. More baseball, softball diamonds over here. A lot of people that work in this area will come out to the park during their lunch break and just park in one of the picnic area parking spots to eat their lunch. Just that video that I posted a while back. This is the birdhouse area right here. They keep birds and small animals in here. Got a lake with some ducks and stuff in it. I guess this is their main office now here. The other one is no longer there. And then this is the park's war memorial right here. And they have a covered area over here that they use whenever they have some kind of a veteran event going on or something to do with the war memorial over here. Here's another view of the little pond that they've got. Let's head back so I can show you Pavilion 7 and 8. Alright, so we've made it back to the road here that goes to Pavilion 7 and 8. This road right here connects over to the picnic area. This is kind of the one connecting road that connects both parts of the park together. And this specific road just does one big loop around Pavilion 7 and 8. And they've got some other little parking spaces for some of the smaller picnic areas in the area. If you look here, they've just got regular picnic tables just off on the side. And it has been kind of rainy and wet, so the park's wet. Ground's a lot wet. And that's partially because this area is in the Addicks Reservoir. And so anytime that it gets even a little wet or rainy, it starts to do some ground flooding here. But they do come fairly often and make sure that the trash is picked up and the park is clean and all that good stuff. This is a little off of the beaten path here at the park. It's not in the soccer area. It's not in the picnic area. It's kind of off by itself, so it's nice. And there's one bathroom there in the middle between the two pavilions. I'll get a better shot of it as we get closer, but you can see all the extra picnic tables and barbecue pits there in the middle. And they've got some off on this side too. Lots of wooded areas for the kids to play in, go exploring, and a lot of good stuff. If you bring your own table and chairs, they've got just empty concrete slabs in some sections back here to where you can set up your own table and chairs or whatever you have that you need to have a flat surface. I see two spots right next to each other right there that are just empty slabs. Lots of room here to be able to have some family get-together time, friends. I've gone walking in this area of the park before. I would just follow the tree line right there. I'd park in one of these parking spots, and then I would just follow the tree line around and then walk back to where my car was. So if you see here, this is Pavilion 8. In the middle right there is the bathroom, and then off in the distance is Pavilion 7. We'll get out and walk up to Pavilion 8 real quick just so that you can see what all is offered. See, this pavilion is not as big as the one that we drove over to in the picnic area, but it's still a really nice size. There's not any playgrounds back here in this area, but there's lots of room for different games and stuff. Whenever the organization that I was volunteering with would come out here for a picnic, we'd bring a volleyball net and volleyball and some soccer balls and stuff and come out here and play in the open areas. So they do have a water fountain and several trash cans in this area. Picnic tables. They have hooks. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, there you go. They have hooks throughout the wood up there so you can hang stuff up there if you can reach, bring a ladder or whatnot. Also on the top of each of the columns I'm seeing plugs. There's one there, and there's another one on top of this one up there. Yeah, on top of each of the columns I'm seeing plugs. And then back here is a serving counter. We would always put all of our side dishes here, and the meat, once we got it cooked. They've got a couple of sinks with a faucet and a prepping, and then there's more counter space here. Let's take a look at if I can get this up. Like in the regular ones that I showed you over in the other area, they want you to use wood in these and not the charcoal. Not really anything back behind it, but this gives you a good view of what the Pavilion 7 and 8 have to offer here at the park as well. So this is what the two other large pavilions look like here at Bear Creek Park, along with the soccer fields and baseball fields, horseshoe area, tennis courts, little zoo, and the War Memorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this drive-through of Bear Creek Park, and if you're ever in the area, come by and check it out. It's a really neat place to visit. Thanks for watching, guys.